exacerbated look, exacerbated look. And then she like stared at you intensely, and she's like, "You don't know, do you?"
No, I don't.
I guess it shows my arrogance.
Well, we didn't really interact much before, and I mean, this is probably the most we've interacted after, so.
She takes a deep breath, exhales. Yes, my family's gone. More so than yours.
Silas nods.
So
You say gone, but are they?
They're dead. So when you get your family back, I suggest you fucking count your blessings and enjoy them.
I will. I don't know if she would care to look, but if she does, she can tell that Silas, I mean, maybe I'll have to do a persuasion roll for this, but Silas, from the depths of their heart, family is one of their highest values. They love their family.
Make your persuasion roll then with advantage.
Oh my!
Let's see.
Lucky me. Yeah.
Oh!
Yes!
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby, that's what we like to see.
Yeah, baby!
Hey, everyone, it's
Very
critical.
nice.
And today we're going to be
They know.
speedrunning Blaire's backstory.
Oh my god, I'm not doing it.
You say
Zero
that.
Up at any percent? 0.
You say that with Blaire with such conviction that she loses some of the, not rage, because that makes it sound like she's angry at you. Not, oh, maybe she's low-key angry at everyone, but you get what I mean. She loses some of the intensity to her glare, and it even recedes. It goes away, and she just looks at you with not a glare, but just a stare. That's good. That's very good.
When I first left, in game, I don't know how many months it's been, but I assume it's been a couple months.
I feel like it's been like 4 or 5, right? Because you left,
Yeah.
like, it was a few months before the start of the game.
Yeah.
And since the start of the game, it's been a couple months.
Silas isn't keeping exact track, so
Yeah.
I'll just say. When I left, however many months ago, I had to be pretty damn sure that I wanted to leave in the first place.
Why'd you even want to leave?
Experience. The Heartlands is nice, and I do love my family, but my mentor spoke about all these things, taught me things, and I wanted to see them for myself. I still do. Though. Lately I've been kind of reconsidering. And this is kind of an admittance both to Blaire and to themselves.
Well, normally I'd say staying behind and being good with your family would have been the better option, but now I can't say that.
Why not?
Because it's what I did. She throws a log onto the fire. Bonk. And look where it got me. Never again.
So I also look over to her.
For one second.
Never again. Okay, then they won't speak until I know what.
I
This
mean, you can
insight-
still, still do it.
No, I don't know. I want to know what the insight is
18?
first.
18. It's a mantra, rather. It's to herself predominantly. It's accusatory at herself.
What won't you do ever again?
She stared at the fire for a few seconds. No hesitation. No doubts. Never again. And I'm not going to feel like that ever again. 18 insight. She says that one with sadness. Throws another log on the fire. Tries to stoke it even hotter and hotter. In conjunction with what I told you earlier, she doesn't plan on being happy ever again.
Oh. I think a silence will fall for a minute while Silas thinks on that. Never?
Never.
Because you'd be complicit? Comfortable?
No. No, that's not why.
Then why?
I'm gonna need another persuasion check from you.
Alright.
You get to keep the advantage at least.
Nice. Can I add some... Well, I guess I already have advantage, but I was gonna add a bit more just roleplay either way. So I'll say why. And they'll kind of elaborate with, I rely entirely on my ability to bounce back on things. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't push things back and smile and joke. And I'll roll.
Yeah,
get any-
to 21, it shall be.
yeah.
He lets out this aggravated sigh. Like, you wouldn't get it. You're a Heartlander. I've
I
bounced
wouldn't.
back. I've already bounced back.
When?
Now.
So why don't you want to stay like this?
I mean, I'm perfectly happy. She leans into the back chair and crosses her arm to stay like this, but the old me didn't. I still have only inklings why. No. Never again.
You think the old you was happy with what she was doing?
I don't know what the old me was thinking.
So what makes you think not letting yourself be happy would fix things?
You could see her good arm crossed above her like sling.
Mhm.
Makes a fist. You could hear the leather tightening in her grip.
So I was like, well, if I get punched, I get punched.
This can't be any worse than Fergus, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Those will lean forward. I imagine they would have shifted a bit their position, so now they're leaning forward again with again, their elbows on their knees, hands clasped together, and they'll stare at her and go, what makes you think a life of misery is what the old you would have wanted for you?
I'm going to need something different than a persuasion check, I'm afraid. You still need advantage?
Okay.
There's no, like, bluff skill in 5e or goad. I think that was a thing as well in 2nd edition. Goad. Like, taunt. That's a taunt.
Yeah.
What would you guys like? I'm gonna ask this because I generally don't really know. Like, would that be like deception, intimidation, persuade? Like, I don't really know what it falls under.
If you go with the line of provocation,
Yeah, provocation.
to me that's not duplicitous as much as it is aggression. So that would depend. Intimidation,
I
charisma
could
based.
see intimidation.
Alec, Garth, thoughts?
To get sort of
Like,
what sort of reaction?
Taunt, goad, provoke.
I feel it would almost be like a versus kind of thing, like one rolls one thing, one.
Oh,
rolls
maybe that's a good point. Yeah, maybe like a
Contested,
save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a save. Yeah. Okay.
Like
then.
almost, yeah, like a save, yeah, or like an.
Okay. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. We're stupid. There's goading strike.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which is like a
That's not
fucking
what
wisdom
this is.
save.
Oh yeah. So just hit wisdom save versus.
I promise we'll end soon. I'm
Silas's
sorry for
charisma
going so long, but Blair.
I'm all
Blair-
good. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, we all just decided, hey Blair, you're gonna have fucking.
I will
today.
say, if you succeed on this, she will shout, and everyone in the room.
That isn't blackout or pass out drunk. So sorry, all. We'll probably wake up.
Let me check goading strike though, real fast. Battle Master.
Be prepared for Oriana to show up. Be like, what the fuck is happening?
Goading strike. Yep, wisdom save.
Okay. Then if that's the case, then then I like the intimidation. I like that one as well because like you would. Is it intimidation? Yeah, no, fuck it. I roll intimidation.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's sort of intimidation, right? Do you have proficiency in intimidation and persuasion?
No, just in persuasion.
Okay, if that's the case, then we'll go halfsies, right? So not the full effect of persuasion, but not the full 0 proficiency on intimidation. Wait, that's just jack of all trades. Just full intimidation.
Yeah, that's. I was gonna say I have a 6. I think I'll be okay. And if I'm not, I also can add.
It's about fairness, and again, I don't fucking memorize using mods, bro.
I can add his last wish to this too, and I will.
I totally forgot
Oh,
about that.
Destroy her,
Come on.
break her emotionally.
Ooh.
I'm adding it anyway.
So that 20, set to the 28. I don't think it's possible for her to succeed against that.
You try.
Come on.
Not
We're
happening.
cutting words it for the fuck of it.
Fuck you!
You'll have development.
If this isn't a cutting word sort of thing happening right
Honestly.
now. Yeah, roll it up.
Absolutely. You kidding
Max,
me? I am.
max, hit. Max roll. Absolutely, you got this. Oh, it's so high.
You do push her to
It's so
10.
high.
You do push her to 10 though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you keep prodding Blair, which probably not many people do in Live, by the way. At least in the old Blair. This current Blair, you're probably not gonna get through not being punched, but surprisingly you don't get punched. You keep prodding Blair. Like, why not? Why not? Why are you subjecting this? Old you has more experience than you. As you're continuing this, and Alexander already set up the groundwork for this, you guys have like laid a contradiction, or point out a contradiction in her very self. Alexander talked about, what item you're going to craft, and the item she wanted to craft to be the woman she wants to be, one can't exist anymore, one already existed, and she's right back here. And now you're doing this. It's all stacking up right now.
Mhm.
And you ask again, like, why do you subject yourself to a life of misery? And she eventually gets so fucking frustrated. She actually yells at you, and everyone hears this and wakes up. And she just I'm not gonna yell into the mic, so I don't want to peek it. But she just simply says, "Because I'm not getting hurt again."
Woof.
Alessandra jumps in his chair.
I'm not.
Well.
Never
sorry.
again. I'm not. Never.
That's not something you can stop.
Watch me.
You can try. But inevitably, in
A
one
lot
way
of
or
doors are getting
another-
cracked open right now, by the way.
Mm.
You hear
Oh,
one
absolutely.
slam open.
Celeste's voice will hush at this point, hoping that only she will hear. If they have to, they'll even, message it. But Celeste will continue with, inevitably, one day, big or small, you're going to get hurt. It will happen again. That is what life is. You can't stop it, but you can move on from it. You can grow from it. And you will. But it's not going to be easy.
Make me a persuasion check. You get advantage on it, and
Alright.
in addition,
Oh, Jesus save.
Holy shit!
I will say, here's the interesting thing about Nat 20 a punch. You actually can't crit on a punch, because there's no dice to double.
Oh, yeah.
I guess for flavor effect, I'll say I'll double her mod, which normally doesn't happen for a crit. Do yourself for 10 bludgeoning damage. Which is a hell of a right hook, by the way. A 10 on a punch? That's some solid damage if you're not a monk or a pugilist. She punches you, and she sends you careening, like flying back as you're saying this at her hushedly. And you fly back and skid across the rugged wood paneling, about like 10-some feet. And Alexander, you jolts up at all the shouting, and to Silas, who you just got the receiving end of that sweet right hook. She is crying.
I'll say Silas holds up a hand to Alexander to kind of look at him and just look at him with a silent look of just hold on.
Just he has stood up by this point, but he sees that and he stands his ground.
You are gonna have a sore cheek in the morning.
Down the stair.
If somebody I don't know, monkish approached the room, would Kasai basically hold up a hand of hey, don't go in there right now?
You guys are free to enter if you want. Kasai is standing at the top of, because there's like a balcony, like a landing that oversees the upper areas where the living quarters are, that overlooks the main common room area. So she could see all this. She just stands there. And if you guys want to intervene, Kasai knows, right? Mm-hmm. These moments, they hurt a family, a tribe, but they have to happen, and you'll be stronger for it. She knows. But she knows much more now than she did when she was a child.
Stalis would keep that hand up and look towards the door and just kind of stay where they are, hold a hand up and just be like, just wait and watch Blaire. After they can kind of see that their motion is being noticed by people. Anyone who's coming to the door, at least. She's
stuck in the position of her arm is her good arm is still extended out from having punched you. She's breathing, not raggedly, because it makes it sound like she's fucking bleeding internally or something like that, but she's breathing heavily and she is crying. Which, by the way, seeing Blaire cry, brother was on a fucking Deadpool amongst the Seekers, dude.
Is there doors to this room?
There's doors out of the common room, but there's no doors that lead from the upper balcony area, staircase and stuff like that into this room. No, it's just all open.
Okay. In that case, I'll also get up slowly and kind of approach her almost like
It's quite clear that she's not really focusing on your audience, so to speak. I'll give you that. She's a bit more focused on you. I guess Alexander as well, but basically whoever gets involved in this shit, she's focusing on you. If you get in the ground floor, she's like in the Alien movie. She doesn't look up.
Yeah. Shajar was storming down the stairs, really freaking rage mode, but then he sees what's going on and just sort of stops.
Yeah. I think
at the foot of the
Oriana's
stairs,
leaning on the upper balcony area at that point then. It's kind of watching.
South will, like I said, approach her like a cornered animal. Not like they're afraid to be hit again, because they were already hit, so they're like, well, it can't get much worse than that, right?
And again, Fergus does I think a D8 plus 9, so like, not the worst punch you would ever take.
They're like,
oh my god, remember the
emotional damage I can.
Remember Porter's backbreaker?
Oh god, I don't want to.
Dude, that one. Yeah. So listen, Blaire's scary, but in terms of pain, you felt worse.
So it's like, oh yeah, hold on, this wasn't as bad as I thought. So it's less afraid of.
Bitch.
It's less I'm afraid of you and more
I'm afraid to fuck things up.
Yeah, more I'm just taking things slow would be, I guess, I would describe it.
She's pulling her arm back, and as you described, she's not a fully there caged animal styles, but she's crying. Her arm is shaking. She's rescinding in this sort of not fetal position. I mean, it sounds like she's crouching, but she's cringing inwardly.
Gonna go out on a limb here, and Silas is gonna take that blanket and very carefully drape it over her shoulders.
Make me a persuasion check, my friend. You got to keep that advantage. In the meantime, Alexander, Sajar, roll me your insights. Not bad. Very good.
Same roll.
Same exact roll. Very good. Very good.
Nice.
20 and 16. As Silas, you drape the blanket. Oh yeah, you can join it as well, sure.
Yeah. Where's my sheet?
I'm having Kasai auto succeed on this because she knows Blaire in and out, because you know exactly why as Oriana.
Yeah.
23. Silas, you begin draping over the blanket on Blaire, and she begins like cringing even from further in, where she sits back down in the chair and she just begins crying. To all of you. And I'll give this automatically to Silas, because you did so well on the inside roll so far. This is the old Blaire.
No.
This is the old Blaire meeting reality of what happened.
Oh,
She was never angry before. She was never nothing like this before. You can tell. By all accounts, Silas, Blaire was more kin to you than any of the martial people in this room when she was growing up. She lived on a village. She liked her family. People liked her fellow villagers. She didn't have a weird kooky teacher like you, but, you know, she was happy.
Silas will crouch in front of her. Not in like a I'm getting in your face, look at me kind of way, but just kind of same level. Still giving her a little bit of space after draping that blanket on her and just go, I don't know what it's like to lose everything, but I know what it's like to have it. And I can imagine that it's beyond terrible when that goes away. My
You're the
family's
only
still
one
here,
left.
but
I'm the only one.
you don't have to be alone because of it.
Oriana, you could see out of the corner of her eye, Kasai sort of slump hearing that from Blaire. Again, they're both very, very similar. Unfortunately so, perhaps.
Yeah. Can she go over and just like sit with Kasai?
She's leaned over the balcony's edge, looking down upon this. It needs to happen, all this. It doesn't make it any more pleasant.
Yeah.
She said she's the only one left.
That could-
in the context of what? Sorry.
She's
family.
No,
Her
her
village.
entire village.
Ooh.
When
Wiped off the map.
when she got betrayed at the altar, everyone in her village got the red wedding treatment.
Okay, gotcha.
So she is the last of her village as far as she knows. And being the girl she was during the village, she knows every single face of all the villagers. Everyone she knew attended. For better and worse.
Mhm.
So she is the last one. And that collaborates with what Blaire told you guys before she became this regress version.
I think after hearing that, Silas will just kind of let out a breath and go, don't let it all be in vain. It'll hurt for a while, I'm sure. Probably won't stop hurting. But you will grow around that. And they wouldn't want you to be miserable. Just like the old you doesn't.
Don't let it all be in vain. That's an interesting thing to say. Okay. She won't. When she goes about making that hammer, or I should say hammer, when she begins using that hammer of hers, I don't know what she's actually making it, genuinely. When she makes whatever she is going to make, she'll be adding your bardic to it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah!
Nice. Oh shit, that thing's gonna destroy
nice.
a human being. If it destroys things.
That's the thing. By all accounts, old Blaire, blacksmith's daughter, she was a good cook. She was really nice. I know it's hard to imagine now, but
She has the markings of a bard.
to a degree, yeah. By all accounts, old Blaire wouldn't have been an adventurer or any class, technically. She would have just been a happy, village girl with, being the blacksmith's daughter. stuff like that. And I don't think it's surprising to hear, given that she has a +4 charisma. If Blaire wasn't such a massive raging bitch all the time, she probably is one of like the prettiest girls in the room. If you can get her to smile. That being said, she sort of punches everyone that would. Poor Shivir, dude. Poor Shivir. He tried to flirt with her on the way in, and it didn't go so well.
Look,
Poor Shivir, bro.
I'll give poor a lot of people. Shivir deserved that one for something in the past he's done.
But he was right though. If she were just to smile, she would.
That
Anyways,
doesn't make him good.
if she were just to smile.
I
But no.
feel the rage with that.
Yeah.
If Silas doesn't get a response, I have what they'll do, but did she respond at all?
She doesn't get you don't get a response to like, don't let it all be in vain. They don't want you to be like this. Neither would the old you want you to be like this. You don't get a response from that. Her crying does recede though. Like she stabilizes, if that makes sense. Like I say this with tragedy in my heart because I have such like as a kid I had experience with this. You know, like you cry so hard that you're like heaving.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Like that. Like that's where she was just at right now. She recedes out of that, so she's still crying, but it's not like so debilitating to cry. Like, and I could say to Sajar and Alexander, if you guys look up on the balcony, to Oriana, you are also on the balcony. Like, everyone's out right now. I'm gonna make a roll for resolve. So I'll make a roll for resolve. Because this is sort of fucking loud. My boy. My Zol.
My brother runs all.
What's up, my Zol? Yeah. It's above a 10. Good enough. Well, 12, my bad. 12, we can supposed to be 5. Yeah, so to all the Delta Corps and like Tolis and Delvid and Abigail, like, this is painful to watch. It really is. Not like in this like, oh my god, so fucking cringe sort of way. More like, like you're watching someone's heart get broken in front of you. And it's across all their expression that they can correlate, like it's super visible to all, like to you. America does begin walking down. By the way, she doesn't even say anything. She just like sort of rushes past you, Sajar, and you, Alexander, and just sort of is on the opposite side of you, Silas, next to Blaire.
Silas will look at her. And then look at Blaire again. Well, like glance at her and look back to Blaire and just, if she doesn't like respond in any other way, Silas will slowly stand and just say, "It's really late, and the mind works best when it's asleep." So, I think you know where I'm going with that.
One last persuasion check, please.
Can I keep the advantage?
You do.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh my god,
dude!
Hell yeah.
calm
You're
down.
destroying her.
That's where all
Chad.
the good rolls went. Jesus.
Fuck, of all the people, Silas too. Fuck.
Probably the best person to do it, if you think about it.
America comes down.
If you think about
I will say
it.
Kasai does come down a little bit after America.
Woo. Knocking shit over my desk, sorry.
And-
Yeah, if Kasai goes down, Orion will tag along.
Kasai closes distance, so does Oriana follow as well or no? Blaire's not gonna fight anyone at this fucking point.
Yeah. Yeah, she would. At the very least,
Okay.
for something else. Yeah.
Very good. So with the exception of Tolis,
Who
I'll
don't
put it
know
like
the
this.
person.
all the women in the room, because Tolis, sorry girl,
Why
but
did
you're a
you
girl.
say it like that?
Because you guys are the mature women in the group. Tolis is not that, sorry.
Oh, okay, I feel it.
Yeah. I'm not saying Silas is a woman, by the way. That is not contingent upon any of this. But I said no, Abigail. I'm sorry, Abigail. All right, I rescind my statement immediately. Abigail ain't down there. She ain't about this shit.
Fucked up.
Yeah,
Be fair, Silas has quite a few feminine traits, if I'm portraying it correctly.
yeah, fair enough. But anyways, you guys hear Blaire whisper. So I would say, Sajar, sorry, your passive perception is fucking shit. But to Alexander,
yeah.
like when you tell her, like you're just like, I think you know where I'm going with this, and she just asks in a sort of defeated, tired way, a timid way that you've heard one time before, and I'm not talking a halfway capacity timid to that now. I'm talking full, as if you were talking to her in the Dreaming City. We're not going back there, are we? That city.
I don't think so. Not if I can help it.
There is no plan to go there, and if we go there, we will all go together. This has happened many times before. It will be the same if it happens.
And we've always found some way out of there.
Blaire like slowly nods, and you guys sort of begin escorting her to a room and deposit her in there. She's fucking exhausted, dude. She's cried out.
Mhm.
She's had probably like a few months worth of trauma, backed by a lifetime worth of losing people. Get unleashed in one fell instance. Yeah, she's fucking tired, bro. She knocks out.
We went through all the stages
She
of grief
done.
at once.
KO'd.
Eventually, yeah.
How many stages can we hit in one night? All of them. We're speedrunning Blaire.
Yeah.
Who said the
Speedrun
grief?
grief.
Emotional damage, no meme edition.
Yeah. Yeah, because remember, from Blaire's perspective, I think she was with the Seekers for about like a couple weeks to a few weeks, or about a month, we'll say. And then she like got put into Seeker training, but in this version of her, she never got the Seeker training. She met you guys, so that means by her memory, she lost everyone she knew 1 month ago.
Very recent.
Yeah.
And then when she went to the people who she thought she was going to go with, they're just like, no, go with these people. These complete random strangers. You have no idea who they are.
Mhm.
Well, next
She
to
did
her.
so with a little bit of backing, luckily, but that was 1 month. 1 month that she was, how to say, brewing a potent rage. Old Blaire got to brew that over all of her training. All the years of it. She got to brew it, fester with it. Oh god, what would the phrase be in a world where Mad Stalker Sylvia exists and vengeance is a poison? Like what's the drinking the Kool-Aid version for that? Drinking the venom? Drinking the
Sipping
vengeance?
the poison.
Yeah, drinking the poison, something like that. Yeah, she
Bathing in
did that
toxin.
for years.
Fermenting.
So, versus this Blaire hasn't had the chance to yet, so. But, hey. Good job on breaking my child. Thanks a lot for that.
You're welcome.
Snapped
Yeah.
over your fucking knee.
Yeah. Let it be known
Speaking
that
of-
she is still not going to be happy hunky-dory next morning, but...
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
no,
working
that
through
would
it.
be weird if she was.
Hey guys, I'm ready to see the day. And it's like, who the fuck are you?
She'll probably be a lot... Like, she'll probably still have, like, a snipe to her. Or snideness. But she'll probably be a lot less, like, genuinely angry. But we end session there, as you guys all go the fuck to sleep.
Can I say one thing to Kasai before I go to sleep?
Sure.
Like, go to sit at the bed, rather. As everybody's milling out, to just sort of stop next to Kasai, put a hand on her shoulder, and I just look at her straight-faced. Don't wait. And then I go into my room.
She grabs you by the shoulder.
Sajar, you guys are walking to the room. Do you trust me?
Completely.
Okay, perfect. Can you make me a, I think it's a Constitution saving throw? But do it at
I
his
choose to
advantage,
fail
because
it.
Perfect! How perfect. She doesn't have access to the catnap spell, but she's going to do the druidic equivalent as she breathes, like, blows some, like I would say, the voodoo dust in your face,
Hell yeah.
and you immediately feel waves of
Conk
lethargy
the
wash
fuck out.
over you.
What
This
a
is for your
woman.
own good, Sajar. Rest. I will talk with Alessander and all of them. She will be watched, do not worry. You're like already fading back out. I promise.
Hell yeah. Best girl roofing the Exchangian.
Don't say it like that.
Yeah, and he's been so high strung for the past days. I don't think he's actually slept much at all. So he's just out cold. Drops where he stands.
Hey, on the bright side, you don't get end up taking that degree of exhaustion, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you didn't get a degree of exhaustion. Cause you succeeded.
He gets a concussion when he
Because
hits his
I'm
head on the
me.
fucking floor, though.
I suppose they're just kind of sitting there like, do you need help with that? Or
No, she knocks him out like when they're back in the room, so onto them. So. But yeah, she does coordinate with you, Alessander, you, Oriana. She involves in Marika, and grabs Vaso as well. Like, you know, let's just everyone just like take a couple hours each. Right? It's like we're at camp, except way safer and warmer. And there's snacks downstairs.
Mom,
So yeah,
I'm
that's
afraid of the
that's
Queensian people.
actually not. Sorry, Alessander. Sorry, Oriana. Sorry, you guys.
Oh.
She's just gonna tell the Delta Corps, like ask. And I can force them, because I think I like that. I like that the Delta Corps is like always there to back you guys up.
Mhm.
I like
Oh,
that.
that's nice.
So it'll be Demerica, Tolis. Fuck it, Delta. Why not? Hang out. Stuff like that.
He's in the squad. Confirmed.
Yeah, I like that dynamic. So you guys don't have to worry about losing sleep, but they will 100% back all us. And Kasai does it too. So I think she's gonna tell him and not do it herself. So. Really, at most, I think like, everyone's watch is like an hour and 20 tops. So yeah, that's where we're in session, and we will pick up the next morning.
I will say, Silas was barely holding it in that whole time, so they will be crying when they go to bed. Quietly.
Oriana, you get to witness it.
Pussy.
Maybe they're gonna try to cry as quietly as possible when they think she's asleep. They're gonna do their
Counterpoint.
damnedest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do,
Counterpoint to that.
fucking-
They're gonna sleep in that stupid like couples kind of way, where it's just like one is like Silas is laying on Oriana and Oriana's just hugging her the entire time.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
Silas will
emotional
still wait
support.
until she thinks.
Okay.
No, Silas will still wait.
Garth, roll me D100. Your DC is 53
What?
apparently.
That'll be easy.
When
Fuck.
That's such a shame. That's
Oh, is this
Yeah,
something
for
I want to use the
67.
trickster coin on?
I have,
I leave it up to you, Nina.
I'll think about it. Fred, do your thing. I'll think about it. Hold on.
You can re-roll the
No,
53 or the 68. I don't know which one technically is better because 53 is literally down the fucking
The
middle,
exact
but
same.
do your thing, Nina. Do your thing.
I know, because I want to think about it for a minute. So
Get
if you want to
voluntold.
talk before we find out the result, if you want to say what you were going to say, I would like a second to think about it. I gotta read some
I
things.
forgot what I was about to say.
Okay, well in that case,
Ooh.
fuck it, I guess. Yeah, reroll Oriana's.
okay. Roll it up.
Don't suck.
Oriana.
That's so much better.
Ooh,
As you and Silas go back in, it's just like, holy hell, that was a lot. But I'm happy we got Blaire through that. Scavola appears in your vision.
Ah.
She's like sitting at like the window frame, like leg kicked over it, like sort of like bored, like a idle, you know, girl at whatever. And she just remarks, "You know, Blaire's not the only one that's feeling sad right now." And she like sort of throws her head at Silas. Just wanted you to know. And she fades away immediately.
Oriana does that like kind of like back and forth, like looks at the window, looks at the cat, looks at the window, looks at the cat. Just like she walking in the room, she was like tired and like wanted to talk, but also not at the same time. Now she's far more alert and very confused looking. And it's like
this is like dissociating, and they're like trying to separate it from
That's
themselves. So they're just acting like they're focused on something, whether or not you believe them.
she doesn't in the slightest. she has a plus 9 inside, or actually plus 11 if we're going to the
Damn.
thing. Yeah, she has expertise in inside. It's fucking wild. To say that was a lot is an understatement.
That's one nods slowly.
I see. Just pulls Silas into a hug and drags him to the bed and does the stupid thing I was talking about. I'm just like, you don't have to say anything. It's fine.
Comfort spoon.
Comfort spoon.
It's less spooning, but
It's just platonic care for
Cuddling.
each other.
platonic cuddling.
Platonic
That's a
cuddling.
thing. It happens. It's
That's just a
okay.
thing.
Yeah. No, Silas
Tell that to
will-
Zol. The twins
Silas
in?
will,
You give Zal a big ass bear and you tell me he won't hug the shit out of that bear?
No, he
Wrestling
fucking fight the shit out of it, dude.
Too manly, too macho. But also, I wanted to win that fight.
because we'll still wait until at least they think you're asleep, and then pray as quietly as they can.
Gonna...
Says Oriana.
I don't have that +9.
I would say, yeah, that's crazy. that's crazy to have mine. No, impossible. 12. Silence. I think there's a chance of you failing this, Romeo. It's a.
I don't know. I think she has like a plus. If she rolled like a 2, or if they rolled like a 2.
I mean, at this rate, neither of you are gonna be sleepy as you keep like eyeing the other one at this fucking rate. So I don't know what
You
to
know
tell
what the
you.
thing that cats do when their tail flicks when they're angry or annoyed?
Yeah.
Sessa's tail's doing that, and Sessa's like, just go to sleep, Oriana. I'm trying to sleep, and you're keeping me awake. Go to sleep.
Yeah, totally.
You don't need to roll a deception or an insight on that. Skull already fucking gave you your insight, so. Alexander opts to sleep in his chair.
Rude dad behavior.
Really?
I was comfy in there, bro.
Yeah, that's lazy boy, my
As
man.
you're like,
That's
as like,
fucking comfy.
I would say, as Kasai's like instructing like the Delta Core plus Delvet like what to do, she sees that you're sleeping in the chair and she just walks over like down the stairs and over to you. Are you going to be sleeping there tonight?
He's like I assume this thing doesn't have arms, but he's like leaned in whatever way is comfortable. He still has the blanket. He's holding it up to like his cheek and leaning his head on his hand. And he says, "I was having a good dream."
Hey, Sajar, can you make me a persuasion roll with advantage, no reason?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
What is he doing?
What's he doing?
Oh, hell yeah, persuasion. We love those.
Okay. Roger. So yeah, you're outside. You're getting all comfy. You're just like, I was having a nice dream, and she just like goes like walks closer to the chair and like crouches because like obviously she's standing, so she crouches so that she's around the chair's height. You sure you wouldn't like to have a good dream together?
Oh!
He's all.
She's not implying she's not implying sex. She's implying
Yeah.
she's
I know.
sleeping in the same
I
bed.
know.
Still.
Okay.
Still though.
Sajar did say, "Don't wait."
You know, she says that, and he opens an eye, stares into hers.
She
picks
has a
up what
smile on her
she's putting
face.
down,
A smile as
he
warm
gives-
as the sun.
He gives a sleepy smile. Aw, that's good. He gives a sleepy smile, and he says, "You know, I think that would make the dream all the more sweeter." And
She taps you on the arm. Then come on, get up.
he sticks an arm out from under his blanket and holds it out towards her and says, "Would you show me the way?"
She takes your arm. Smirk on her face.
And he will follow her.
Yeah.
To
You
clarify,
get to hug onto Kasai. You can do what Oriana and Silas are doing, except in a non-platonic way. And hey, something for Alexander / you, Alec. She is a Nevros woman, so she's totally fucking buff. So
Yeah!
Decimated with how much muscle there is. Shredded.
listen, like I'm at the Nevros are like halfway to being Vikings. All right, like they don't raise no weaklings amongst. Also because you die if you're weak. But that's a different story.
they physically can't raise weaklings, actually.
Yeah,
will die.
they by survival status they cannot be weaklings. Yes, but in the meantime, what's happening over there, huh? You guys are